Hello adventurers, it is I, Soul's Adventure, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is a Friday. So on Fridays, I like to showcase some board games in my collection that I find a lot of fun to play solo. But before we dive in today, I did want to give you guys a reminder that today is the last day to enter into my $50 gift card to Drive-Through RPG. So make sure you fill out that form and enter, and it will close tonight 11:59 p.m. PST. So make sure that you enter in, and also make sure that it's just one entry per person, because there have been like a couple of multiple entries and I'm not sure if that's just bots or something, but yeah, just a reminder that only one entry per person, and also answer one of the optional questions so I know that you are a human. And I also genuinely enjoy the feedback that you guys give me as well. All right, so we are going to dive in, and today we will be playing Tin Helm, a perilous solo micro quest. And this is a really great tin, as you can see, a tin game that is very tiny, and I love to bring this game with me on like vacations. And you also don't need too much desk space as well to set this up. So I will just go over the setup, because even the setup might be a little bit confusing. So here you have, oh, that was very messy, but anyways, okay. So here you have the instructions, and they are double-sided. Don't be intimidated by this. It's fairly simple when it comes to setting up, and also the rules. It might be a little bit confusing at first, but I'll do my best to go over that and make sure it's clear. I sometimes get confused too, so if you are familiar with the game and I mess up on rules or something, please just feel free to leave a comment and call me out. So here is the setup here. So we'll put this off to the side there. Okay, so we have these types of cards, which are kind of the special events, I guess. So we'll put that on the side first. But these over here, you have these different types of characters that you can choose from, and there are different classes. So as you can see, they are double-sided. So basically, whatever character that you choose, you can't choose the one on the back. So for me, I think I want to choose today to be a merfolk. And merfolk, let's see, which one do I want to do? I can be an alchemist, footpad, a martyr. You know what? I don't know, I'm getting indecisive. Actually, I'll just do martyr here. So these you won't need for the game. Actually, I'll put this over here so it's out of the camera there. Okay, and then you have these. So I'm just gonna put this, yeah, so I'll set it up like that. And then you have your health here, and then this would be your rations tracker, and then your energy as well. And then this would be the dungeon and the dungeon tracker here. So these are the different levels. And then these numbers represent the health of the monsters you'll encounter. And this is favor. Favor is going to be handy when it comes to there's different perks, but I think favor is really good for gaining shards, and shards is the main focus of the game. So to win, you have to get all 3 shards. I'll go over that in a little bit too, but we have here our enemies, and you can see there are so many different types of enemies in here. And if you want to get a shard, you should really try to go for the possessor. So defeating a possessor is one way to get a shard. You can get a shard if you visit the shrine, and I think it's the pigman when you visit the pigman. So whenever you encounter the pigman and you happen to have a turnip, you can exchange that turnip with the pigman for 1 shard. So those are different ways to do that. Yeah, so these are going to be the different monsters, and making sure that you see there are different abilities here. And then what else am I? Oh yes, here. And over here, so this would be your dungeon rooms, and on the back you'll see all the different things that you'll be encountering. And on this side, so there's like really cool like art here, but you'll also see kind of potential things that you'll be encountering. So this would be a trap, this would be loot, this would be a chance for you to find a I think a ration, or I don't know, I'll have to like look at the instructions again. And then this is a campsite, and so you'll see that here. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different things, like a mystery thing there, and then this icon would represent monsters you'll encounter. So yeah, okay, so actually I guess we can shuffle this up now. There we go. Okay, and then we have here loot. So these are cool stuff that you can get as you journey through the dungeon here. And then what else? Oh, and I forgot about this. I'm going a little bit out of order here. Your character, so for me, my merfolk martyr here, my starting tools, I guess, would be an axe. So this would be my starting tool, and a bedroll. And look at this, we gain 1 extra health when you rest at a campsite, so that's nice. And then for the axe here, we'll go over combat as we journey through, but for an axe, when you roll doubles during combat, you may re-roll, and you may discard this card to deal damage equal to the sum of rolling 2 dice. So that's kind of nice. All right, and then these you won't need, so I'll just put that on the side there. And then you have these nice handy little trackers here. So my health would be 7 plus 5 here, so this would be 12. Okay, and then I also have energy levels, so 8 here, and I gain 2 because of my class, so that's a total of 10. So there we go. And then I do have 1 ration, so there we go. Whoops. And then favor, we start with 0 favor, and then this will represent the health of the monsters we'll encounter, and then this little meeple will represent the dungeon level. So we're at dungeon level 1 here, and then these are the 3 shards that we want to try to capture, so I'll just put that there on the side, and then I'll put, I don't know, this on the side, and I'll also have these on the side too, just in case if I forget stuff, because sometimes I get some of the rules mixed up with this and then the big brother of this game, which is Iron Helm. So yeah, I guess we are ready to begin. And you can see that it doesn't take too much table space, but there's like a lot of I guess punch in this little game here, so that's really nice. That's what I like about tin games that are designed really well, is there's a lot of different stuff in the game that makes it a lot of fun, and it's, I don't know, it gives me a vibe of like a big box kind of board game in a way. All right, so this is the part that might get kind of confusing, and I really hope I do this right, because sometimes I mix it up, but it is when you navigate through the dungeon here. So for example, this is the starting room. So as we enter into the dungeon, we open the door and we see a waterfall, and in this room we can combat this room, and we can go through all the different encounters. So you can see there's potential that we will encounter mysterious thing. This could be a trap, a monster, I don't know. And then this little raindrop thing there, that would be, I'm pretty sure that's where you can find food. Yes. Okay, so here. So water, you can always look for food when you find water. So that's where we roll 1 dice, and if the result is a 5 or a 6, you gain 1 food. So we can choose to go for this, or we can choose to go for the next room. So let's say I don't want to encounter this, all right? And we would then choose this room instead. So we don't have a choice, and we have to go through this room. Then we would instead flip this over to see what we encounter here. So in this case, if I did want to go for the waterfall, I would actually move this guy over and then flip this card. So that's actually what I want to do. So I do want to go for the waterfall. So I guess we'll get started here. So I do want to encounter this waterfall here. Okay, so now we flip quarters over, and let's see what we encounter. Okay, so look at this. We encounter first. Oh, whoops, wrong one. So we encounter first the pigman, but we don't have a turnip on us. So, okay, so it says here, you may allow the pigman to place a blessing on you, gaining, sorry, all these are a little not lined up here. Okay, so gaining you 1 favor. So yes, I would love to have a favor. So there we go. And then now we can roll to see if we can find food here. So I have to roll a 5 or better to find another ration. Yes! Okay, so we have 2 rations. Perfect. Rations are very important to keep in mind because every time you complete the dungeon, you have to eat a ration. So that's something to keep in mind as you navigate through the dungeon here. Okay, great. So we have conquered this room. I'll go like this actually. Okay, so now we can choose to go through this sanctum room, or we can skip it. And I do kind of want to try to avoid some traps here. So I think I will actually skip this room. So I am, yeah. So I'm going to skip this room, and I will go into the old well instead. So I'll flip this over. Okay, so we have a possessor, and then we can look for another ration here. And make sure that you are doing this like in order here. So, okay, so I guess we will get started. Now we're going to go into combat. So combat, you roll these 2 dice, and then you subtract the dice result. So we will do that now. So we are going to roll, but sorry, first, before I roll, we do have a choice. We can choose to spend energy to kind of give ourselves a boost when it comes to using our like combat action here. So I think I do want to use energy here. 10, 9, 8. Okay, so I used 2, so I will now add 5 to my dice result here. And if I just used 1, I would get 1. If I used all 3, I would get an 8. So that's something to keep in mind. And it says here, so I do have an axe, so I can roll, whenever I roll doubles, I can re-roll. And you may discard this card to deal damage equal to the sum of rolling 2 dice. Yeah. Okay, so I have 5, and then plus whatever I get here. Okay, so that would be a total of 6. And oh my god, I totally forgot to do this. So the possessor is at 6 health points here, but he's actually at 7 because we have to add the health point plus the dungeon level. Sorry, that's kind of confusing there. So we got a total of 6. Yeah, because I did 5 and then plus 1 here. So that's a total of 6. So now he's down to 1 point here. And then, or I guess 2, because he has a shield there. And he will have a plus 1 to his dice result here. So now it's his turn. So he missed, and he does have a 1. So that would be, oh wait, no, all 6s are ones, or complete misses, yeah. So he has to roll again. That's right, okay. So, okay, so this would be 4, so a total of 5. Okay, so he attacks me for 5 here. And so, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then now, my turn. I guess I'll just spend 1 energy just in case to see if I can defeat this guy. Okay, so I did roll doubles here, but I can re-roll. Okay, sweet. So we were able to completely, defeat him. Awesome. And then we do get 2 favors. 1, 2, and we get a shard. So I guess I'll just keep that there. Okay, great. So we were able to defeat that guy. And now for the next encounter here, we found water, so now we will try to find food. So I need to get above a 5 here. Ooh, okay. That is a miss, sadly. All right. Okay, so the next room. So there's stash. I am scared that could be a mimic. So I'm actually going to skip this one, and I will encounter the statue room and see. Okay, so we have, oh, look at that. So the trap is a 0. And treasure, ooh, we get a shard. Look at that. Okay, that's kind of nice. I usually get pretty unlucky with this game. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, great. And then now we will go into the next room. Okay, so there are catacombs. Do I want to go through the catacombs? Why not? Yeah, let's see. What do we encounter here? Ooh, okay. So we will encounter first a wraith. Okay, so we'll first encounter a wraith, and then we will encounter a skelepede. Yeah, okay. So this wraith will be first. Oops, okay. So, okay, so for the wraith, you lose 1 favor every time the wraith successfully hits during combat. Ooh, okay. And you know what? Okay, good to know. So, okay, going into combat, I'm just trying to figure out how much I actually want to spend here. I think I will spend 2. 1, 2. Yeah, so 2 energy points, and he will get a total of 6 because that's 5 plus 1. Okay, so we will go first. Whoops. And let's see here. Okay, so we got 5. So 7. Yeah, so we were able to defeat him. Yay! Okay, that worked out. And we get 2 favor. So there's 1, 2. Great. Okay, sweet. And then now it is the skelepede. Okay, so skelepedes do not miss when they attack. They always re-roll doubles there. Oh, I think I did that one wrong. The last one. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so we are going to attack the skelepede now. So I do, I think I actually won't use any energy. So let's see here. And also this guy's at 4. Okay, so that is 1. Or I could discard this to deal damage equal to the sum of rolling 2 dice. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that because I'll just do that. So I was able to defeat this guy, and now I'm at 6, and now I'm gonna discard my axe here, and yeah, okay, and that's that. Okay, so I am kind of risking it here because I do not have any weapons on me. Okay, so we were able to defeat those 2. Okay, great. Okay, so now we are in the clearing, and yes, I do want to go into the clearing here. So let's see. Okay, so the clearing. So we have here the labyrinth, and we can rest. Okay, so it says here, you find yourself lost in a cavernous maze. Spend 1 food to escape. If you have 0 food, spend 2 energy to escape. If you have 0 food or energy, spend 3 to escape. So I am forced to spend 1 food there, sadly. And then I do get to rest, though, at a nice campsite. And I can search for provisions, and I can gain 1 food, or I can rest at the campsite to gain 2 health and 1 energy. And I think I do just want to do a search for provisions, gaining 1 food there. And I don't know if that means I have to, like, search? Campsite. Okay, so I don't think I need to search or roll for anything, so I think I just automatically gain 1 food there. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, sweet. And then this is now... Okay, so do we want to go through the sewers here? I think yes. Yes, we do. Okay, so we go through the sewers. And... Whoops. Let's see. So we are going to... Oh, man. Okay, so we encountered a trap. So we lost 1 energy. We do get to rest. And I do want to search for food, so I'll choose that again. Because of the campsite. And then I can roll. Hopefully it's a 5 and up. Oh, okay. Oh well. Alright, sweet. So that is that. So we just completed the first level of the dungeon. So now we are in the second. And now the health points of the whatchamacallem, the monsters, they are definitely going to increase. And we do have to spend a ration. Okay. Hopefully we can like find some really cool loot here. But we shall see. Okay. So we are in the second level now. Alright. So do we want to go through the sewers? Yeah, why not? Let's just go through the sewers. And we'll see. Okay, so trap, nothing. Campsite. I do want to gain 1 food. Okay. And then for water here, let's see if we can find another one. Yay! Okay, sweet. So good. We are pretty good now with the amount of rations that we have. Nice. Okay, sweet. So now we can continue on. Do we want to explore the catacombs? I think yes. Let's explore the catacombs here. Okay, so we have a spider. Okay. And then, oh, then we can go into the grove too later. Okay, cool. So we are going to try to defeat the spider here. So this guy would have a total of 5 health points because it's 3 plus 2 since we're on the second level. And we will lose 1 energy every time the spider successfully hits during combat. Okay, so I do want to spend maybe 1 energy to add 1. Oh, and I forgot about this. I gain extra health when I rest at a campsite. So I think I gain like 2, 1, 2, I think. Yeah. I'll just give it to myself. Okay. Yeah, because I think I rested twice on the first round, or first floor. But anyways, okay, so we will now defeat the spider here. So we just added 1 to our dice result. Let's see how it goes. Ooh. So we got 4 plus 1 is 5. Oh, awesome. Oh, wait, no. Now he's down to 1 health point, right? Oh, no. That's correct. Okay, sweet. I thought he had a 1 for a shield there. So now we have 7 favor. Okay, that's good. And then we go into the grove. And let's see. Now we can search the grove. So let's see what we find. 4. We found 1 mushroom, so that's 1 ration. Awesome. So now that I'm not in combat, I'm actually going to spend a ration to get my energy up just a little bit there. Okay, so this is done. And now we can go into the next room. Why not? Let's go into the old well here. Okay, so we have a wraith. So, okay. So now this guy has 7. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully... Oh, whoops, and I forgot. I do want to spend 1, 2. Let's try that. So we'll add 5. Okay. So 5, 6, 7. Great. So we're able to defeat this guy, and we got 2 favors here. Okay, awesome. And then we can search for food. Ah, okay, that's a miss. We can go to the next. Sure, let's just go into the kitchen. I am kind of curious. Oh, hopefully we can defeat this possessor. Okay, so we have a possessor, and then we can rest too at the campsite. Okay. Hopefully we can defeat this possessor because he's holding our last shard there. So, okay, so he has 8 health points. He has 1 shield. And... oh man, okay. So, before we even go into combat, I do want to give myself some energy here. So 1, 2, I'll spend 2. 1, 2, okay. And I will spend 2. 1, 2 to get 5. Yeah, I'll spend 2 to get 5 there. So let's see. Okay, so 5, and then plus 5 is 10. Oh my god, so we were able to defeat this guy. So we get 2 favors, 1, 2, and we got our shard. I think we did it. Yeah. Yeah, because he has 1 shield, but I got a 10. So yeah, okay. Yeah, we were able to defeat that last possessor and gain all 3 shards. Okay, awesome. Alright, yeah, well, let me know again if I messed up on any rules or something. But yeah, that is essentially how you play Tin Helm. So Tin Helm is a lot of fun, and again, like what I said, it is the little brother, I guess, of the Iron Helm game. But yeah, I think this game is definitely a lot of fun, and you get a lot out of it as well, which is really great, especially since it can fit in a nice tin box here. I will say, I feel like a lot of it, though, is kind of luck on the dice rolls, which can get kind of, annoying. I remember I played this one a couple weeks ago, and I just kept getting really bad rolls, and I just kept dying so quickly, and I was only on the the first floor of the dungeon there. But anyways, yeah, that is how you play Tin Helm. Well, thank you so much, adventurers, for joining me on this journey of exploring Tin Helm. I really hope you enjoyed this playthrough. Thank you so much, adventurers, for all the support. And just a reminder again, make sure to enter today into the giveaway, because today's the last day, and I will randomly draw the winner in a couple of days, and I will announce all of that next week. All right, well, thank you so much, adventurers. Till next time.